in a woman such as Emma. Such an incredible woman who I have no doubt has grown to be well accustomed with putting him back in his place. Good on you. Now, I luckily did not receive the pleasure of growing up with Isaac, but I was endowed with the blessing of having him as a housemate for 2 whole beautiful years, and I wouldn't change it for the world. He has undoubtedly made me a better person, and perhaps I have done my part to make him slightly worse. Now, Isaac was and is a picture of health, cycling, running, doing all the works that he does. And he was without a doubt the most well-behaved and cardio-savvy bloke in the Ag and Vet school. You know, he was the cream of an exceptionally underwhelming crop. However, living with someone that did his absolute best to twist his arm into a daily beer at breakfast, lunch and tea was probably not the best for him. I have to say that by and large, the absolute worst thing that anyone can endure with Isaac, however, is the word crazy. To this day, it makes my blood boil to hear Isaac say anything along the lines, these words come out of his mouth, of, "That's crazy." Yeah? And if you have ever had to endure this, it is so frustrating because you have just realized that for the last 5, 10, 20 minutes of you talking to Isaac, he hasn't listened to a single word that you have said. It blows me away. Now, I've asked Bonnie about this to see if it was just a me thing, and it does seem to be a universal issue. You've all laughed, so you've all understood it. It is the worst thing in the world. Emma, I'm so sorry for your loss, truly. But I'm sure you'll figure out a way around it. During my time with Isaac, I did find a solution, okay? You don't have to fear, he is not all-powerful, and the best way to get back at him, and don't forget, revenge is the sweetest medicine, is to simply listen really intently to what he's saying, and then hit him with a, "That's crazy! That's crazy!" And there is nothing better in this world than watching him explode on the inside when he realizes that you haven't given him his own medicine. It's so bitter and it's so beautiful to watch. Wouldn't change it for the world. Next page, what's that? Yeah. It's the humidity, the sitting pages together, don't worry about it. Yeah. It's like place cards in school, you know, you always drop them on the floor. Now, living with Isaac wasn't all devastating, turned down not a beer, that was hurtful or whatever. There were some surprisingly some things that I would not change for the world, okay? This is a man of taste, peculiar taste, but taste that make the world brighter. Getting his chicken legs out and everything else to mow the lawns in his budgie smugglers, beautiful, love it, middle of summer, truly inspiring, and I owe it to this man to have indulged myself in the world of budgie smugglers. It would not be without him. We were supposed to go for coffee this morning. He had something a bit more important on. We'll forgive him this time. That's all right. I have never looked back. You know, we used to go to Wagga Beach for a swim, for a coffee, and this was after we went to vet yoga, by the way. You know, all the vet school, yoga, 6 a.m. in the morning, brisk winds morning, terrible time. And so what would Isaac do? He would take us for a swim in the Wagga River. This is, without a doubt, the worst part of my life. But from this stemmed the roof. He started drinking more and more after the river, you know. Shortly afterwards, I introduced Isaac to the world of climbing on the roof and drinking in public. Now, I'm very sorry, Keith, very sorry. The roof of 61 Strickland is now a licensed premise. And we used to get up there in our budgie smugglers, have a drink, and wave happily at all the people that honk on the way past. Property value plummeting. So sorry. Now, the rivers, like I said, are a surefire way to Isaac's heart, Emma, and he loves to take his loved ones to the beach. So much so that I decided to go for a scroll through my old messages with Isaac, and between Isaac and myself, I found that there was one time when I offered, Isaac, we should go to the beach, and then we should go to the pub. Do you know what he said to me? He said, no. He said, no, Sam, I'm too busy. I'm taking Emma to the beach. And this is how you know that he loved me. This is how I know I had been replaced. Bruin was the second best friend, Ralph was the first, I might be fourth or fifth, but I had been replaced. It was hurtful, okay? And now, for the sake of making things as public as possible, I kept scrolling and I can pinpoint the exact moment that I found out about it, okay? Because I was driving through Wagga and I found, sitting on the side of the road at the coffee shop, Isaac and Emma sitting there on their first date. And from what I can tell, it was around about the 14th of June in 2019 at about 11 a.m. Because I sent him a message when I shouldn't have, I was on my way home, but he refused to say a word, would not say who Emma was, and it took me hours of pressing. He was so shy, he was so smitten with you, and he did not want to say a word. You were already the perfect woman for him because he was speechless. Unheard. Now, it's obscene, I know, but Emma, I never would have gotten our first dog without you, so I have so much appreciation for you. Without a doubt, Emma has brought so much joy into my life, and I have no doubt that she will be bringing even more joy and hopefully stability into Isaac's life. Yeah. Clearly, I didn't have quite as much advice for you as Bonnie has had, but I do have a couple of bits and pieces. Just this last bit that I'm going, alright? Been a long time. Always remind him that what he is saying is crazy, okay? Number one. Number two, enjoy the budgie smother and lawnmower combo while you still can. You know, it can only go downhill. Have a drink on the roof while you watch the sun go down and go on more river and coffee dates. They're good for your soul. It's a hectic world, and taking the chance on lying someone you love is the greatest treasure you can have. Thanks so much. You guys are beautiful. I can't wait to have it.